One last shot just to look around. It's kind of empty now after we've cleaned her out. This was Mom's furniture she was kind of proud of. Bought it herself, I think, when she was 18 years old or 20 years old. Here's an old picture that I almost took, but I didn't. It's Judge Roy Bean, law west of the Pecos. This picture was in my grandmother's house. She got it, if you look close, it says San Antonio Brewers Association. I don't know where my grandmother got it, but she had it hanging up along with the picture of dogs playing cards that you see often. This is the one all the kids call the scary cat picture. My grandmother really liked cats. That was one of the pictures she had in her house. Now the walls are just about bare. We've taken nearly everything down. There's the old stove. Mom and Dad paid $10 for that thing in Yoakum. Brought it out here. Did a real good job heating the house. Old stump Mom brought out of the forest. I don't know how in the world she ever got that thing loaded. Somehow they did. Just a few odds and ends. Old single tree, horse brace. Then the Murphy bed stood there. We've taken it. Tammy has the Murphy bed now. Old kerosene stove that my dad used when he was doing his alcohol back in the 20s. He had a still that, I don't know what happened to that. It was in Midland. I thought about picking it up after Mom passed away, but I think it got sent out in a yard sale. And a few other little table that no one wanted. An Apple Festival sign, mule sign, picture. We got one of these. My dad had those in his room. And the old door, original door when we got the place. I think in 1964 when they bought this. And of course looking outside. And a chair here. This chair and the little coffee table, get the light correct. If you look close, JVS on it. That's John Stokes, Ann Stokes' husband carved that. Made that, carved it, and made the little chair here, our table that Bonnie's backpack's on. And when he passed away, Ann gave it to Mom and Dad. And they brought it out here. Go back to the bedroom here. Dinette set was also from Ann Stokes. After JV passed away, she didn't need that anymore. Bought some new stuff. Her and her mom moved into a smaller place. They brought it out. And old refrigerator. Don't remember where Mom and Dad got that, but it served us well. See what is now Sue's place. She's buying it. Used to be the old fire department. And afraid we got some stuff stacked around here, but that's Sharon's old dresser. She got that when she was a little girl from our uncle that had a furniture store in Galveston, I believe it was. Some of the damaged wall needs some major stucco. This is Sharon's bed that was part of the dresser. A little more damage on the wall. This room definitely needs new stucco. And this is where they never did patch the stucco when they put the bathroom in. Bathroom, incidentally, was a very nice addition. Really improved things when we were here. Thought about taking this sign. Rissa made this sign for Mom. Don't remember how long ago, but quite a while ago. But it's going to stay, along with a bunch of other, or not a bunch, but some other stuff. This is Sheridan Frank's first dinette set in here. That chair didn't go with it, by the way. Little cabinets that the priest put up when he lived here. Sink that got installed when Mom had water piped out here. And the old shower that we always used just for a storeroom. Old bread box or safe or whatever. I remember getting that when I was a little kid. A lot of memories out here. A lot of memories. Kind of stand back here about the back door and look through. Just kind of look around. Well, we'll head out to the yard here and get a few shots outside. Okay, I'm standing just about where the old community well used to be. We have a photograph of it Mom and Dad took on their honeymoon back in 1934. There's my truck. Also have an old picture when we first bought the place. I think it's Dad's Studebaker pickup parked out there, right about where that is. Mom had the new roof put on. That really helped. The old one was falling apart. And of course Mom had this screened-in porch put on that was real nice. And there's the old water tower for the used to be the old fire station here that is now Sue's Antiques. I hope she enjoys the place. I think she will. There's the bridge. This is where the flood came through. And not much left of the old buildings right in this area. That building right there was where Daddy bought the gold pan that I've got at home. And things have changed a lot. There's an old trailer. Another building that was damaged severely during the flood and they're now rebuilding. Get a shot of Main Street here. This is Hillsboro, USA. Bar, post office. Filling station's closed due to EPA rules. Doesn't sell enough gas to make it pay. Well, we'll go get a shot of the backyard. Man, this tree has really grown. Maybe one of these days I'll dub in a picture of when we first got here. See how little that sucker is, or was, not anymore. There's a screened-in porch Mom added. Real nice touch. There you can see new roof. There's the restroom addition. Fire department ambulance sitting here right now. Over here we got the new fire station. Can't be too close. Ought to have good fire protection here anyway. And now we'll shut her down here. I added the fence about 8 or 9 years ago. The other one was falling down and needed a gate to get back in to turn the power on and off when we left the place. Worked out pretty nice. It was a little cleaner, but it's not. Kind of the back of the house here. Gate I added in when I added a new fence helped a lot. The white fence on the other side was added after Dad passed away. Yeah, that's all Sue's property now. Over there is the old storage shed and the outhouse that we used to have to use until the bathroom was added on. Can't emphasize enough how much that bathroom added to the place. Mom really did well when she did that. The old storage shed on the back of the house, that's where the skunk dug in. Had it covered up. The drilled well and the old hand dug well there. Never seen the hand dug well run out of water. And just kind of a general shot. Used to be a lot of cactus there that have been ripped out. Trees and other such. Pretty nice scenery around here. If you like the desert. A little too hot for my taste. Well, we'll go get one more shot from the other side of the backyard. Probably call it quits then. Out of the back of the house. Of course, this white fence wasn't there when we first bought the place. Got a shot of Daddy walking up a little path here. I'm standing just about where the old outdoor toilet was. He was acting like he was headed toward the toilet. There's a hand-dug well. We used to have a frame up around the drilled well. We used a well bucket to pull water out of there. Place is in fair shape, but it needs some work. It needs somebody that can take a lot better care of it than we can. And then you come back right there. That is where the toilet originally set. Once we got indoor plumbing, Mom had it pulled up and just moved right over to where it sits right now. That's it on the other side of the storage shed. And she had the hole filled in, of course. It was underneath it. It was only a one-holer, so didn't do a lot of visiting in there. Should have had a two-holer. Made it more hospitable, I guess you'd say. The gate helped a lot. Well, little darned old guy we paid $800 for to trim trees and clean up the yard. Took the hinges and he hadn't put them back yet. I hope Sue can get her hinges from him. And there it is. That's good old Hillsboro. Had some pretty good times here. But time marches on. Time to do different things, turn it over to somebody who can take better care of it than we can. DeNaZin. We're in the log jam area. Can't see the date, but it's April 9th. And it's hard to tell, but there's a lot of petrified wood down in here. Big chunks. There's Chris, my dog. And we'll see if we can find some better photographs. That is petrified wood. Wave, Bonnie! Little shot of the area. Pretty interesting little hoodoos in here. Dog's ready to move on. Go look for some better petrified logs. Shot of the Badlands in general. This little canyon we came up here. We're fixing to head back down and go up the next canyon. We found some pretty good petrified wood. See if we can find some more. One sample of what we're looking at. And back over here, there's one growing right out of the ground. And back up here a little ways, another pretty good sized one. But I think we can do better.